Hey everyone. All right, hello. All right. We are going to be doing a really interesting call today. We're going to be, or not call, YouTube Live. We're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to be doing Etsy Q&A. We're going to be talking about SEO, and we are going to be doing a house tour. Yeah. This will be fun. This will be really fun. Let's see here. Hopefully this is working. Hopefully you can all see me. Yes. Oh, perfect. Okay. Hey, Ben. Ben, great to have you here. All right. What Etsy questions do we have? I can see if you submitted any over on Instagram as well. We have some cool trainings coming up for SEO. It's just exciting. Any questions? Yeah, go ahead. Put your questions in the chat. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat. If not, if you don't have questions, we can pull open some questions that you've submitted on YouTube or on Facebook. And also let me invite you to my next training. I have a training coming up on, let's see, I believe it would be a Wednesday. So it's our live launch party for etSEO 2.0, and we're doing a full demonstration and training on how that works. You can see it's on Tuesday, October 14th. I would love to have you there. It's a full SEO training. So if you will be there, go ahead and click on the link, or if you'd like to come, it's a free class, free training, how to scale your Etsy shop in minutes. With using this, we will actually fully connect your shop and you can optimize your full listings within literally minutes. It's actually one click. All right, your views are low, Heather. What do you do right now during this calm before the storm? That's a great question. I would say it kind of depends on if the views are low because your SEO is off, or if it's just like a coincidence and you know your SEO is on point. Yeah, okay, this is great. Another person is saying, I'm wondering if you've been hearing about lower views at the moment all around Etsy. I'm a new shop, so I don't have data to compare for last year. I actually know that a lot of people who went and did the mass updates of their titles with Etsy's recommendations for the short titles, they saw a big hit in traffic. But yeah, they saw a big hit in traffic. So hopefully you didn't go ahead and do that. Okay. Edith says the training on Monday, the video was cut off after the training started. The screen was blue until the end. Oh no. And you couldn't watch it on Tuesday. Could you post the Tuesday training on YouTube? Edith, if you just go ahead and email team@dylanjahraus.com, you can ask for a replay of the training, and the team has a page they can send you to see that. And the training, if you're curious, was how to go full-time on Etsy by the end of the year, and our 4-step framework that you can use to do that. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed, right? I don't know if someone will put in the work or the effort, but let's see. You guys, oh my God, let's see. Last week, a week ago from tomorrow, we did an impromptu trip down to Arizona to look at apartment buildings. And if you are on my email newsletter, you would have seen that yesterday, but that was kind of wild. And on the drive back, I spent a few hours working on trend forecasting. So I have some really awesome trend forecasting coming up. If you are part of our program, if you're a YouTube subscriber, check that out. Trend forecasting, there's so many. There's like 21 new trends that I am forecasting to be huge this winter and spring. So that's exciting. That's something I've been putting a lot of work into. And yeah, if you're just joining this, the training for SEO is in the chat. I'll put it in there again. Here it is. You can click on this. And on this training, we will be going through how to connect your Etsy shop to etSEO in just a minute. We'll also go over our brand new store optimizer, and that will actually boost your entire Etsy shop's rating with just one click. We also are going to go over smart listing ratings that will show you exactly what to fix so you're not guessing. And then really this is the next level of etSEO, and you'll get access. So really excited for this training. Definitely be there. It's a free class all about SEO. Courtney asks, is SEO better at getting customers to find my store or paid ads? Well, I will tell you, ads will not work if your SEO is not optimized. So ads are a waste of time because ads are only going to be as good as your SEO. Ads are only as good as your SEO. So keep that in mind. Ads will not work without the right SEO. If you have bad SEO, your ads will perform terribly. I find that usually people who focus on their SEO with our strategies are able to completely turn their ads off. You can see actually one of them, she scaled to, what'd she scale to? 25,000 a month. And she shares that, where did it go? Where did it go? This is her revenue. Oh yeah, here we go. So you can see she scaled to like 15K a month. Now she's over 25K a month, but you can see she shares not doing ads has been helping. Can you see that? Not doing any ads has been helping. Boom. So yeah, I do find SEO is stronger. Yep, Edith, if you need that training, if you want to watch the training replay, just email team@dylanjahraus.com. All right, what questions do we have? What questions do we have? Put them in the chat. I see one here. I'm going to be doing bead embroidery kits. Do you think the patterns for bead embroidery should be Halloween themed? Right now, the patterns are more like cherries, bows, martini glasses, martini olives, and girly. You've missed the boat for Halloween if you are doing bead embroidery kits. I would say we've missed the boat. I would have been selling that 6 to 8 weeks ago minimum. So I would not be doing Halloween. I find if you did that, it would basically mean your listing has a runtime of about 7 days, 7 to 10 days once it's published and optimized, which just means you're putting an effort into a listing that will definitely die in 7 to 10 days. Now the exception would be if this Halloween themed bead embroidery kit was with bats. Let's say it's with bats or something like a cute ghost that could potentially sell year round, then it might have a longer runtime. But I do find, especially once Halloween is over, people are ready to move on to the next one because their next 2 holidays, it just gets bigger and bigger. Okay, so I would focus on evergreen, definitely evergreen right now. Any questions? Yeah, people are asking, did you see the new listing photo limit is 20? Do you think that will help or hurt your listings? This is amazing because we actually have in our program, we teach, if you type in the word 18 types, you'll see 18 types of listing photos for a high conversion rate. So that's perfect. You can be hitting all of these 18 types now with the new limit of 20 photos. I would definitely be maximizing those. Definitely. Definitely. This person says I have a new shop, 1 month old, 24 listing and 7 sales, no ads, and you don't plan to. Is that a good decision? Yes, I wouldn't even be thinking about ads as a decision right now. I would be thinking about, if your shop is 1 month old, getting to 100 sales per month ASAP. Like hands down, that should be the primary focus. Order velocity matters. That is the number of orders that happen in a short period of time that really matters. So you need to get your rate of orders up a lot higher. Are you not allowed to use AI mockups, or AI mockups are not recommended in terms of home decor? You cannot use AI mockups as your thumbnail. Did everyone know that? Did everyone know that? You cannot use AI mockups as your thumbnail. Not allowed. Exactly. It has to be the real product. You can use AI mockups sequentially in other photos in that listing. And as we have now 8 or 20 photo options, that is just a reminder to use all 20 and to make sure that we are maximizing all that visual real estate. What other questions do we have? Let's see. Let's check the Facebook group. Otherwise, we could do a house tour. House tours are fun. Let's check the Facebook group. This person has a new shop. Let's take a look. 5 sales in 1 month. Okay, we are really forgetting about A/B testing. We are doing the same thing over and over and over. We're not testing. If you are 1 month in, you only have 5 sales, you have 21 listings, you need to be testing like crazy. I would love to see 21 different mockups. This overlay is not doing her justice. I would remove that immediately. This is not above the line. This is not what you want to have above the line there. Welcome. We don't want to have that there. Who is the founder? Who is the owner? I want to be seeing photos. Sarah says, your product with an AI background, they're not allowed as the first photo. The product itself, I want to be clear, the product itself has to be the real product. So if you take a picture of this water bottle and then you put it on an AI background, that's fine. The background is AI. If I ask ChatGPT, create in a wall a water bottle that is engraved and give me an image for that, that's a fully AI product. So no AI products. This person, Edith, if the shop has 1 year with only 30 sales, but you got an Etsy seller badge in last year Q4, 5-star reviews, is there a chance to recover it? I would say, Edith, you've got to do things completely differently this Q4. What you should be using Q4 is as a springboard. So Q4 for everyone here, it's a springboard for you to really accelerate and launch yourself into the next year. You do not want to walk into Q4 like you did last year, and it sounds like that was really the main time you got sales. Okay. So yeah. And that's like one of the biggest mistakes I see is people who are walking in to this holiday season, relying on what worked for them last holiday season, or hoping that the fact that it's holiday season will be enough. And even though like their current listings, they haven't been selling, your current shop hasn't really been working, you think it will suddenly start working just because it's the holidays. Unfortunately, that's not true. If you haven't been getting sales, if you have not been getting sales the previous 9 months, nothing's going to like completely transform for you in the holiday season. What happens in the holiday season, if this is your first time, maybe second time, is it will amplify your current results. So if you are not seeing results on Etsy, if you are just having a super low conversion rate, it's not going to get better. If you are having super, super, super low traffic, the fact that it's holiday doesn't like magically transform your shop and make you get sales. You have to change the listings so that you are in a position of gaining momentum as you head into November. If you're not gaining momentum and making the positive changes you need to make, you'll fall flat during holiday. Would you add 2 listings a day digital? If you add 2 listings a day in digital, would you add them at the same time? 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon? It does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. I would say we're focused on the wrong things. We're focused on definitely the wrong things. Okay. Danny asks, how can we create real mockups with print-on-demand products? We have a killer lesson about this. And mockups, let me show you. Create mockup. And then you go to lessons. How to create mockups for print on demand. Create your own mockups. Create your own mockups. Using Canva and Photopea to create designs and mockups. Creating realistic mockups. Mockup bonuses. Creating and sourcing mockups. Mockup trends and best practices. Listing do's and don'ts with listing audits. Listing photos and mockups 101. Yeah, I feel like this would be helpful. Drinkware and creating mockups with Photopea, Canva, Photoshop. We have full tutorials on how to create AI mockups in the program. Those are like step by step. Okay, so I think it'd be really fun to do. Actually, Stevie, who's on my team, she said, Dylan, you should share a little bit more about your life and do a house tour. So I'm going to take you around the situation. Now, I want to start out by saying is that Etsy is a tool, and Etsy is a tool that allows you to have options. And the options that Etsy has created for us, it's been time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, and real estate is one of the vehicles that we like to invest Etsy cash flow into. And we've created a rental property portfolio in Southern California. And now we have a couple houses that we split time between. And one is in Nevada. And it was, you guys, it was on the market for over a year in a nice gated neighborhood, but on the market for over a year. The couple divorced. And it was very like 2015 terracotta, like dark wood. So we, over the summer, moved to Minnesota, moved into a house there where we'll spend summers, and then gutted this place. And so it is mid-production. That's a funny way to say it, but I'm going to take you through the situation. And I think it'd be really fun to show kind of what behind the scenes of this life looks like. So if you are, okay. So if you don't know, I've been coaching Etsy sellers for 3 years now, 3 years and 2 months. And I do that all day, every day, 7 days a week. So I'm going to take you literally through what we are doing. And hopefully we will not lose power. Okay. So currently we have workers at our house and they are doing work on putting together a laundry room. Now the upstairs is done. This right here is our guest room. Well, it was going to be the guest room, but then the only wall to put a bed on was right by the door. So we ended up turning this, well, we're going to turn this into a kid's room. And then even though I'm hesitant because my kids have Nerf guns and I feel like that's at risk. The bathroom was totally gutted as well. So they did a really cool wallpaper and there we go. And then the shower is like a cool, you can't really tell, but it's kind of like a ribbed tile. And then we went in with a panel wall here. And yeah, so that is the bathroom. Now we hired an interior designer because making decisions takes time and time is your biggest asset. So this is where I work now. So all the webinars, all the live trainings, all my coaching calls, they're all happening here. You can see 2 cans of Diet Coke, a chapstick. That's all I need, and my microphones. But we were living in an Airbnb for a couple months, which was really interesting. Really hard to be doing all my filming out of that. But hey, you have to learn to thrive in imperfect conditions. So this is the situation. Let me just check and make sure we don't have, I'm about to show you something crazy. You guys, we have not had a kitchen All right, I have 14 minutes. We have not had a kitchen in months. So this is the upstairs. We redid all the floors to be this kind of like white oak look, but it was going to be $100,000 to do that floor in engineered hardwood. So we ended up doing like a luxury, what is it, vinyl plank. This is the one room that we actually can finally sit on. We had to get a couch because we sent all of our furniture to Minnesota. So this is the loft. That ceiling fan was way too expensive. It was, oh gosh, it was listed at $2,000 and we somehow got a discount. It was like $1,200. Kids stuff, we had to get a TV because we've had no TV for months. And so we could watch WNBA. We're going to put in a like kitchenette here, a kitchenette that's kind of primed and ready to go, some cabinets for kids stuff. Going into the kids' room, I will not show you their beds because it's mortifying. But the kids' bathroom is really cool. So this is the wallpaper we went with here. Black hardware, that's the lighting. And then the shower is really cool. It goes up really high. I did a full tall shower curtain. Wasn't sure how that would work. But it's kind of like a green, very boy bathroom. And then, so only the upstairs is done. And so, okay, so now this is like a really cool thing where you walk along this like runway. I do a lot of filming up here now. It's kind of like a catwalk. So that's fun. And this is the guest room. So the guest room is actually where my husband and I have been sleeping, but we had guests. We actually had my cousins come. So you can see this is the only room that was kind of done. We're just stripping the sheets for stuff. But you can see the rug. We got a rug at Home Goods. Those side tables are from Home Goods. Okay. And the ceiling fan here is a white one. And then this is my favorite bathroom, hands down. So the bathroom is really, it has this cool wallpaper, a kind of, what do you call that? Like a squiggly sink, or not sink, mirror. And then you guys, the shower is my favorite. Also, she, instead of like a towel bar, she did hooks because she said with kids, they're more likely to put it on hooks. All right, this is a shower, also really tall shower curtain here, but this is the shower. Love the tile they went with here. And we did leave 2 tubs just because we have kids, they were in good condition, and I hate cleaning floor tile grout, even though I don't really clean, but yeah. Okay, so let me take you downstairs to this situation because you guys, only the upstairs is done. Also, there's a couple balconies up here, which is really cool. Be very careful not to show the front of the house. But we have a lot of cool balconies that you can actually like, I don't know, you could do meetings out here or something. But that's fun. And then let's go downstairs. They also completely redid the stairs. So the stairs were this dark, dark, dark wood, really kind of heavy feeling. We got this light, I believe it was from Pottery Barn, I believe. And then let me take you into the rest. So this is the entrance. We have nothing down here. This was a bar area. You can see we decorated. Yeah, we decorated. This is the bar area. We had a bar and like it was a mini kitchen. We ripped it out. We don't drink. So, and then this was like a wine cabinet area. Currently our trash. And we're going to sell off some of these appliances. And then you guys, this is what we've been living with for months now. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. There's no kitchen. And luckily, so we do have a refrigerator. Now this fridge actually tipped over onto my 8-year-old. So they braced it. But you can see, like, this is literally what we're living in. Okay. We have no kitchen cabinets. So what we had to do was put all of our kitchen stuff into the pantry. So like all of our cups and everything had to get piled into here. We cannot cook. We have no kitchen sink. We have no oven. We have no stove. We simply have a microwave and some paper towels. And then, but the design is done. The design is done, so it's gonna get better. And then this is the dining room. Has a great look out to the pool and a cool inset ceiling. I think we're gonna maybe put some wood paneling up there. But this is the backyard. It's actually on half an acre, which is really cool. It's on half an acre. We're gonna like rip out most of what's out there. We're actually selling the plants that are out there to cut costs on the landscaping. Once they start, they're gonna be tearing everything that's remaining out. So we're selling off the plants. And then you guys, you wanna see my living room? This is my living room. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. It's an outdoor table from IKEA that we brought inside. We have muffins from Costco there. We have a camping chair. And then what we eat is from here. This is my, these are our lunch options. We have lots of Rice Krispie treats and Gatorade. And when I'll post like I'm eating Cheerios with water on them, it's because, we're eating on like paper plates, and I have to go outside and there's a spigot outside that we get our running water from. Okay, let me take you through into the master suite. Also, new light fixture. Love how that one turned out. Okay, we're almost done. Master suite is here. This is gonna be cool. So this is gonna be like the bed area, which is like right here. And then this is gonna be my office. Now, currently, my husband's stuff is like taking over it. So we got his stuff set up. He's working down here because we thought it'd be louder down here. So he's working down here. And then let me take you into the master bathroom. This is nuts. This is my bathroom. Okay, so there's nothing. There's literally no toilet, no sinks, no running water. This will be the shower. It's gonna be a pretty big shower. Okay, this will be storage, like a vanity for storage. Now we do have a closet, and the closet came with all these awesome built-ins. So it goes like, it's pretty actually, it's way too big for what we need. But we've been able to use that. And then something cool about this is there's a whole mother-in-law suite. There's a crew here who's working on the laundry room right now, so it's a little loud in there. I shouldn't go in there, but there's a whole mother-in-law suite. So with its own entrance and everything, this is the formal dining room. We're gonna turn that into a sitting podcast room, storage closet, completely gutted bathroom, half bath. And then we move into mother-in-law suite. So this is gonna be the living area, possibly, or the bedroom. And then it has its own walk-in closet right there. And I'll just take you in a full guest bathroom, which has nothing in it. And then this mother-in-law suite also has an area for, this could either be bedroom or living room, and then a kitchenette over here and its own separate entrance. So this is the situation. We're living in the upstairs basically, and the show must go on. There's people here every day, but Etsy has made all of this possible. So if you are feeling like, wow, like I would love to be able to make investments and buy homes and like change our family's life, or gosh, I'm like struggling to cover rent right now. How am I going to get out of this situation? You guys, Etsy can open up so many doors, and I just want this to be proof that like what you think is impossible for you in your future, like only your mind is going to stop you. So this is absolutely possible. You can do this. Everything is hard work, incredibly hard work. It's all about not letting your circumstances and your fear hold you back from taking action. It's taking action despite, right, imperfect circumstances. And when you step into that and you decide, I'm not going to let fear control the outcome of my life, like so much is possible for you. So I hope this is inspiring. I'm out of breath, but wanted to take you through. The team thought it'd be kind of fun to show. And if you have any Etsy questions, as always, schedule a free call with myself and my team. We can show you what getting help looks like, and I would love to see you. I'll put the link here again at my next free training. This is all about SEO. It's next week. So we'll be giving full demonstrations on connecting your shop to etSEO and optimizing your listings. All right, everyone. I will see you.